This week we come to you from the New York Boat Show at the Jacob J. Javits Center. We have a preview of the show for you. We have a preview of the February edition of the Fisherman magazine, some events, and our correspondents check-in, all here at the Fisherman magazine.
The Fishing News is sponsored by these fine partners. It's the all-new Freeport Fishing and Boating Show, February 18th and 19th. Get your fishing and boating season started with over 50 exhibitors and seminars from pro anglers. Fun for the whole family. For more information and advanced ticket discounts, visit freeportfishingshow.com to be part of the fun.
Today's Thursday the 26th. I'm at the New York Boat Show, but before we give you a preview of the boat show, we're going to go through the events coming up. Well, of course, we have the boat show that runs through this Sunday. We'll be here all week. Also on Sunday, we have the Route 110 Flea Market. That's January 29th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's at Camelot Hall, 385 Broad Howell Road in Melville. Admission is $5 and children under 12 are free. Also, there's the 2023 Fishing and Boating Show fundraiser sponsored by the New York Sport Fishing Federation. That's located at the Freeport Recreation Center, 105 East Merrick Road in Freeport. Call 631-819-2100 or visit freeportfishingshow.com for more information. When you come to one of these events and visit us at the show, don't forget to renew your subscription to the Fisherman magazine. A subscription to the magazine at the shows will get you a pack of BKK hooks and fish bites for a new subscription or a renewal, and being a subscriber allows you to enter into the Dreamboat Contest and Coastal Kayak Clash. So stop by, say hello, and we'll sign you up.
For more than 20 years, anglers everywhere have come to know one thing, that nothing says no to fish bites.
The February issue of the Fisherman magazine is on newsstands and going out in the mail to you right now. If you're looking to upgrade to the latest electronics, check out Captain John Ragusso's 2023 Electronics Buyer's Guide. So when you hear an old-timers say fishing was better in the good old days, well, Captain Al's story begs to differ. Read why the good old days are now. Now, here's a fish you could target now. Check out my article on white perch in South Shore tidal creeks. This and so much more in the February issue of the Fisherman magazine. Now let's head on over to the show floor. We'll show you some new boats and some new gear that you might see this weekend. This is it, the 2023 boat show. Let's go check it out. Now that's freaking cool. You got to check out the latest from Mercury. Pretty cool for Mercury. They're getting on the electric outboard market. Very cool stuff. They also got the latest from Yamaha as well. Hey, you guys got to check out the new live well on the 27 Sea Hunt Game Fish Coffin Box. It's like an aquarium. You can see if your baits are still alive or not right inside with this side view. So whether your preference is hummingbird or you like Garmin, all the options are here. Of course, if you're at the New York Boat Show, you have to stop at the Steiger Craft booth. They're the #1 sponsor of our Dreamboat Challenge. Hey, we've done some videos on this amazing boat in the past. If you come to the show, you gotta check it out. Hey, if you're into the boating game at all, you've heard the name Regulator before, you gotta check out their booth at the New York Boat Show. It's amazing out here. It's Chris Landry. Hey, if diesel is your preference, you gotta check out the OEX. These things are monsters. These catamaran hulls are getting real popular in the Northeast. Twin V is here too. Come check them out. Hey, if you're gonna boat from 23 to 30 feet in length, check out this unit from Seakeeper. Totally different boat after you put it in there. Hey, maybe this is more your style, a jet ski rigged out for fishing. And they even got a Hobie Mirage pedal board here. The boat show has a lot of great things to do, like this right here. There's a lot of cool boats. Come on down. We're gonna be here all week until Sunday, and check it out. New York Boat Show. It's time to check in with our correspondents. Let's start with Timothy O'Rourke from Montauk.
Thank you, Matt. Well, greetings everybody from out here in Montauk. Not a whole lot going on. Nobody's really fishing. Hopefully that'll change maybe in the next couple weeks, and I'll keep you posted on that. I got some video though of gannets and birds really hitting a big pot of bait out here in Montauk. There's been a lot of herring and a lot of peanut bunkers, so I got a little short video of that. unfortunately no fish under it. The big news is in the fly fishing department, Sage Fly Rods has come out with a new rod and reel. The new reel is a saltwater fly rod. It's called the Salt R8. I've got a couple of those and they're just getting around, so hopefully I'll get an opportunity to do a casting demo or something. I'll keep you posted on that. Other than that, we got a lot of fishing shows coming up. This weekend in New Jersey is the Edison Fly Fishing Show. Coming up after that, the Long Island Fly Fishing Expo will be in March, the Warden Melville Show, and there's a whole bunch of other shows coming up, so that should keep you occupied through the winter. Other than that, I hope everything's going well, and I'll keep you posted if anything's changing out here. Thank you, Matt.
With our fly and freshwater report, we have Paul McCain from River Bay Outfitters. He'll be showing us another one of his favorite flies.
Hello, Matt. Incredibly day. I was out, just finished up guiding. I was out guiding here. This young gentleman named Lou, he's psyched about fly fishing. He's just crazy, and he couldn't wait. He wanted to get out there, so we did a little casting in the morning, and then we went out fished the river, and we had a fabulous time. I have to tell you, this river amazes me every day. It's Shangri-La. It's Shangri-La, right? Changing flies. We had a tremendous amount of action on several things. First of all, we used a fly we tied in our fly tying class called the Slump Buster. Had a couple of nice hits on that, and then we switched over to we caught a couple on nymphs, and then we switched over to dries. And ants were the ones. We used a fly called the Bugmeister. Had a lot of hits, but they were just tasting it. They weren't really going for it. And then we had we switched over to ants, and we caught most of our fish on ants, fishing right tight to the banks. Then we switched over to stimulators on just the last bead, 16A, just above it, and man, we just it was great. 5 fish and 5-6 casts. It was terrific. It was a good day. He's hooked. He's hooked. His casting, he's all psyched. He wants to get out there and practice casting. That's the key. Getting out there and doing it. And he asked me, how could he get better? I said, you got this perfect park right here. Just go out and fish. Cast the fish. Learn the flies. We had a great time. A great day. He caught a lot. And of course, you'll see the photographs because I'm posting them. He was very, very happy. And we're going to be doing that. Now, as far as saltwater, I haven't heard anything. I think everybody's just taking it easy and going to the shows and stuff like that. And speaking of shows, I want you to know, I will be at tying flies at the Ward Melville Patriots Fly Show on March, I believe it's the 4th, Saturday the 4th. And then I'm going to go to, then you mark it on your calendars, the Long Island Fly Fishing Expo, Fly Fishing Expo of Long Island, presented by myself and a good friend of mine. It's a terrific show. We are lining up a lot of good presentations. We're looking for a lot of good things. So until next time, to next week, tie lines, everybody.
From Sag Harbor, we have Will and Andy.
All right, thanks, Matt. So Andrew and Will here at Easton Angler, our weekly report. So obviously it's the winter, so not too much going on. But just a good reminder, we got a lot of good trout fishing around the island. Hit the fresh water, hit it hard. Fight off the winter lack of fishing.
We have some white
Solid.
perch too. We've been getting those in kind of brackish tidal water, so that's not bad. Also got plenty of seminars and some boat shows coming up, so getting you through the winter. Thanks, Matt. Back to you.
Let's check in with Chris Landry, who I already saw at the show. Chris.
Thanks, Matt. I'm reporting live from the New York Boat Show here in the Jacob Javits Center. It's going on until Sunday. I will be back on Sunday to look at some boats. There is a Fisherman Magazine booth here, so come by and say what's up to the people at Fisherman Magazine. Other than that, I'm traveling a lot because there's not too many fish here in New York. There are still boats going out for blackfish. Leaving tomorrow to Venice, New Orleans to chase some giants, and then back in Miami Monday to chase some smaller blackfin and kingfish and all the fish they have down there in Miami. I'll be traveling a lot this winter and keeping you up to date on the fishing reports around the country. All right, so thank you, and back to you, Matt.
One of our newer correspondents, David Rogers, checks in. Dave.
Thanks, Matt. This past week has not been that great. Not only has the heron bite slowed down, but I also tested positive for striper fever. To remedy that, I got on my computer and started reading up on our favorite fish, the striped bass. Here's what I learned. Fact 1. Striped bass have no eyelids, which help explain their feeding patterns. With no eyelids, the bass are sensitive to glare from the sun and tend to swim deeper during peak daylight hours. This helps explain why they like feeding at dawn and dusk, as well as being more active on overcast days when the sun's glare is less powerful. Fact 2. Striped bass have many different names they go by, including stripers, linesiders, pimpfish, my personal favorite, and rockfish. Fact 3. Stripers can live up to 30 years, with a 30-inch bass averaging 7 to 8 years old, and a 50-inch bass averaging around 18 years old. Hope you guys learned something new, and if you're interested in learning some more, check me out at Funky Fishing on YouTube. Stay safe and warm, everyone. Back to you, Matt.
Lastly, we check in with Benn Gilmour from Marina Pez Vela down in Costa Rica.
Hey there guys, this is Benn Gilmour checking in from Costa Rica. Right now I'm in Manuel Antonio, which is the rainforest bordering our beautiful Marina Pez Vela. Absolutely jam-packed with wildlife up here, all kinds of tourism activities, another thing to check out when you're visiting us. On to the fishing, guys. It's been absolutely fantastic this week. Lots and lots of marlin, sailfish, tuna, and dorado during our offshore trips. Some of the highlights this week: we caught a 70-pound yellowfin tuna the other day on super light tackle. We fought the thing for 4 hours. It was just insane. We've had marlin up to 250 pounds this week, roosterfish to 40 pounds, and a big bull dorado of 50 pounds the other day. Inshore was a little bit slow, but just the other day cranked up again. Only this morning one of the guys released 6 snook and had some great roosterfish action as well. Guys, we've got a few months left of high season. There's no rain, beautiful sunsets here right now, and great weather. Come down and check us out. Marina Pez Vela, Costa Rica. This is Benn Gilmour. Back to you guys.
Don't forget that this video is available as a podcast on iTunes and Google Podcasts. Search for the Fisherman Magazine podcast and subscribe so you can listen to this broadcast and our other content.
Well, you know what? It is a crazy winter. This is supposed to be our coldest weeks of this winter, and it's been pretty warm. It's been fishing pretty good too. There are guys that have been going to the ponds and because those trout are happy. The ponds aren't frozen. You can get to them. Fish nymphs, slow sinking nymphs, and streamers, and you might even see some midges. Of course, what I'm doing is I'm tying flies, and one of the best tied flies for Long Island, just about anywhere, is the Gold's Hair Rib Hair. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a simple pattern. It has a few things you need to do about it, but I mean, it really catches fish. This is an unweighted version, so this would be perfect for our bays and for our ponds and for the rivers that we have here on Long Island. Tie up a bunch. So let's get to the vise and try it out. Well, Matt, this is a very simple pattern. It's an old pattern. This has been around. This is such a generic pattern. In fact, I caught some of my first fish using this pattern. Gold's Hair Rib Hairs have been around, I don't know, 40, 50 years. And it's made out of rabbit. It's all natural materials. This is going to be an unweighted version of it. We're going to just start with, I'm using black 70 denier thread. Want my thread to go right back to the barb. For my tail, I'm using mallard flank feathers. I just pull a little bit off. And I wanted roughly about half the length of the shank. So make a couple of wraps, loose wraps. go. That looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. And I'm going to wrap up. Now, I'm going to tie in. Now, the original used tinsel, but I'm using gold wire. Some gold wire right here. We're just going to wrap that right in for the ribbing. There we go. And then come up here. Just tie it in really good. Pull down. Now, we're using rabbit dubbing. Or you could actually get a hare's mask and make it yourself. But I find it just as easy to use this. And what it is it's just cut up rabbit fur. I put a little dubbing wax on my fingers and I wrap a very tight little noodle. Very tight. Roughly about 3 to 4 inches. And then we're going to start wrapping it. Build it. Try to build it into a little carrot shape. I'm going to put a little bit more on. It's easier to add than it is to take off. Okay. Now for the wing casing, I'm actually going to use turkey. That's turkey right there. It just has a real nice look to it. I'm going to put some more dubbing, a little bit heavier this time. Make it the thorax, and we want it really buggy. I'm going to wrap this all the way up. Right through the thorax. No way, we're going to be I'm going to fold this over. Do a little whip finish. Cut the thread. I'm going to take my little Dr. Slick Velcro brush and right by the thorax, brush it out. And then just to make this even a little nicer, and this is a little bit extra here, you don't have to do that. I take some thin Loon UV resin and I coat the top. Hit it with my UV. Cook it really good. This will protect it, but it also really looks good. And missed a little spot. And that's the hare's ear. The old pattern that's made with modern materials. It's a fish catcher. You could use this for all trout, but also bluegills love them, panfish. Try tying them up. I like a challenge, so get out there, tie up a bunch, and get out there and catch some fish. Until next week, tie lines, everybody.
Remember to like our video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and tap on the bell to be notified instantly when we post new content on YouTube. Also, remember to support our correspondents and visit their social media pages. I'll be at the show until Saturday. We'll have a booth here until Sunday. Also on Sunday, I'll be at the flea market as well, so come on down and see me.